Hi everyone, thanks for stopping by and seeing what I'm up to. My name is Silkyfeather and you can call me Silky. Meet Kevin has another stimulus news for us. Depression. He has 1,200 stimulus check update for Saturday. So without further ado.
Your stimulus check and stimulus package update for Saturday, July 17th. Today, I'm only going to post one video, partly because I'm sad about the state of our country, but I do also have hope. And I was going to change today's coupon code to hopeful, but honestly, I'm just going to leave it at Larry because at least the impractical jokers make us laugh. Now, I'm going to get into the update in just a moment, but I want to quickly share some of my feelings for today, and then we'll go into the update. Our government has really, in my opinion, overall, on both sides of the aisle, it doesn't...
Okay, really quick. I'm sorry. I will play very soon. I am my camera if I look at myself in the camera to see what I look like, the only way would be to put it here. So without trying to, I should put me on his shoulder. That way I'm looking straight ahead and anyhow, so if I look like I'm looking down, I'm looking at myself. I'm sorry, I am here. Without further ado.
No matter left, right, or center, screwed us. Some of us, particularly tenants, have been financially obliterated, and there's a hammer of hopelessness and homelessness ready to drop. Some of us have been devastated health-wise, either by getting sick and then recovering, or even by skipping doctor visits and checkups, or possibly not exercising enough while ordering too much touchless delivery with Domino's. Others of us have practiced so much social distancing that it's been 4 months since we've seen some of our friends and family. The stay-at-home trend was fun for 30 years. Now it's over. We can only play so much Call of Duty before we realize that the squeaky 12-year-old always seems to win, or is just straight up hacking. I don't know. Heck, I remember being 12. Anybody ever heard of the standby glitch in Halo? Anyway, I just want to get back to normal so badly. Yet, as Congressman Michael Burgess put it yesterday, as soon as we partially reopen, it's like we whipsaw back to close. Now, that's not true of every state, but even in open states, nothing seems quite normal. Until this pandemic completely ends, it seems like we're just going to have to get used to spending more time at home and being more socially isolated than ever before. This comes at the same time as countries like China, Italy, Germany, and France have almost completely gone back to normal, yet in the United States it seems like any semblance of hope that we had for a V-shaped recovery evaporated towards the end of June. So now many of us are stuck at home waiting for news that we could just maybe wake up from this nightmare and get back to normal. I think that's why we are constantly curious to see what's happening in our world every day, and hopefully why you enjoy summary videos where I can get you some of these updates in a quick and condensed way. But instead, right now, all we can see is that the rich with stocks and real estate are getting ahead, and everyone else is getting the short end of the stick. Searches in Google for unemployment are now spiking up again at the same time as Boris Johnson tells the United Kingdom will be back to normal by December. Which, if a country that seemingly is already back to normal still needs another 5 months, what does that mean for the United States?
Ouch.
It seems that the UK will be living in a Hallmark movie soon, and will be stuck in 23 months of Jeepers Creepers, or at the losing end of a cheap Lifetime movie. It certainly doesn't help that Klaus Stroll today urged governments to prepare. This virus will come back with a vengeance, he thought, thanks, in the winter. He says that it will be very serious, and if we don't tighten down now, the next wave will be much worse. He says that we can't just do the ostrich policy and hope that this goes away by sticking our head in the sand. Now, of course, some of us on the left or some of us on the right might think, hey, work's happening. We're not doing an ostrich policy. The bottom line is Congress hasn't done anything for the individual American since March 27th. Sure, businesses, especially big businesses, got some more bailouts, but not the average American. Instead, this is where we stand. Democrats want $600 a week for unemployment, and they seem uncompromising on that, and a $1,200 stimulus check for everyone who received one the last time, including $1,200 for each dependent, regardless of age. Conservative Republicans are interested in a payroll tax cut, which would leave us taking home about 6 to 7% more every paycheck, but concerns are now growing over what is that going to do to the future of Social Security and Medicare, which the future of those entitlement programs is already quite shaky. Trump has said that he'll veto any bill that doesn't include a payroll tax holiday, yet rumor has it that 67% of the benefit of a payroll tax holiday would go to those making over $100,000 per year. Now sure, a payroll tax holiday would benefit those of us who can work, but it does nothing extra for the heroes who have been working and does nothing for those retired or disabled. A potential capital gains exclusion would probably do nothing more other than continue to help the rich in a sort of trickle-down economics plan. And calls to try trickle-up economics, for once, end up usually turning into, well, we've got too much debt to help Americans. But there's never too much debt to help struggling businesses, whether or not they're actually struggling. On one hand, Steve Mnuchin says, I'm urging Congress to pass unemployment or the unemployment extension before the end of the month. This has led to hundreds of clickbait title videos on YouTube saying, new timeline approved. No, it's just Steve Mnuchin out of one side of his mouth saying that we should probably pass something prior to the end of the month, on one hand, yet on the other side, instead of acting for the people, there's now a motion to release yet another $660 billion in another round of Paycheck Protection Program money for businesses. But again, not for people. Fortunately, it does look like there is bipartisan support to help the medical crisis, more testing, tracing, and treatment opportunities and funding. There also appears to be bipartisan support for more child care and healthy schools. I am concerned, though, personally, that a lack of centralized policy for schools means that each district and possibly each school will have different policies, and I don't want to play a game of roulette with my family's health. I don't want my children infecting my family, especially my in-laws or my parents, and I certainly don't want to quarantine my kids away from my family. The president of the Florida Restaurant and Lodging Association just announced that 34 restaurants are filing for bankruptcy. It's just in Florida, just in a short period of time. We're also told that, we could just climb out of this pandemic, but right now all of the climbing centers are closing. A 64-year-old at a casino resort in Mississippi says she used to work full-time and went back to work, only to find that her hours had been cut to part-time, half-time, 20 hours per week because of limited demand. Does you no good to go back to work if there aren't as many customers as there used to be. Businesses are open, as Steve Mnuchin says, and that's a sign that everything's going to be great. But when I hear that, I can't help but roll my eyes. I will say, though, I was surprised that a casino had a full-time bakery. 1,000 on red, hold the martini. I'll take the blueberry muffin instead. But the CDC did just extend a cruise line ban through October to try to help mitigate the spread of the pandemic. And I certainly don't want to come across as a Debbie Downer. I do have hope. I have hope that soon our government will do what it needs to do to end this pandemic. Rumor has it we'll have something in hand by August 7th, but I can't help but believe it'll be too little too late. Unless for some reason Congress has a U-turn, I don't know that we're going to get this under control in 2020, which will probably mark 2020 as one of the most bizarre and potentially worst years in American history over the last century. I know there have been other dramatic events, but wow, 2020 has been something. So while I'm hopeful and optimistic that soon things will get back to normal, I also have to balance my optimism with realism and recognize that it might be another year before, well, especially here in California, we're out at restaurants again.
Oh, nice. Now I've lost all speakers.
Eat in the outside patio area and pretend things are back to normal. But let's be real, none of us actually think things are back to normal. The only thing that's normal around here is me encouraging you to get life insurance in as little as 5 minutes with the link down below. Getting 2
free stocks with Webull. W-E-B-U-L-L. Not Weeble as in where we believe. I couldn't understand him. So that is my little. I will add his links below. Thank you for stopping by and seeing what I'm up to. Sorry about the audio. I truly am working on this. Have a great day. Like, subscribe, and share, please.